What's happening, film friends? David the Film Junkie here. Oof. We live in such strange times now, don't we? I mean, when was it's never happened, I don't think. I think this is like the first time that it's really happened where there's been so much anticipation for a social media reaction embargo. Not full on the reviews from like all the critics with their full on articles. No, just a reaction, a tweet from people that saw Justice League that we were anticipating. I mean, Jesus, it was nuts. I actually was enjoying seeing all the funny GIFs before, like 20 minutes before, 10 minutes. There was a lot of people were posting stuff on the timeline. It was pretty funny. And I mean, we were all just biting our fingernails, tapping our toes, just wondering what the hell these people were going to say. And luckily, a majority was pretty positive. That's right. I mean, as you can see with all this stuff right here, everything was pretty positive. But, I mean, not 100% like, holy crap, it was the most amazing, best comic book movie I've ever seen, blah, blah, blah. No, I mean, the consensus was pretty much this, and I think we all kind of guessed that this was going to happen, was that the movie felt rushed. The narrative is a little messy because everything's just kind of boop, 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 boop. Get going, 2 hours, we need to sell this movie. It's business though, guys. It just really is. And like I said, I have no gripes with an ultimate cut for home video. I really don't, I mean, with Batman vs Superman, the theatrical cut was just a little bit messy. I mean, it was pretty messy at times, but and then the ultimate cut was just like cooking with butter, man. And then a lot of people were saying that Steppenwolf is a weak villain, which I'm like, okay, yeah, I get that. Look at Ares in Wonder Woman. But the positivity is in the heroes. Everybody keeps on saying how great the heroes are, how great the League is, and I'm also including Superman. I've been hearing great things about what he does in the movie, his return, as well as having a golden holy shit moment. So yeah, I mean, it looks like we're gonna be, you know what? And I was talking to somebody about this too. It's like, they're like, yeah, the reviews weren't that great that we were hoping for, and I'm like, well, I mean, to me, it just seems like it's almost like these guys are giving it Marvel Studios type of reviews, because generally, sometimes the narrative is just like, it's fast, get to the point, and then the villain is weak. So pretty much we're getting that. I know I shouldn't say it like that. And then of course, we saw that lovely F word being thrown about everywhere too. That's another reason why I said it's kind of like Marvel reviews, because you hear that fun word going around. And I did a vlog on my other channel. I think I'm gonna put this on the news channel. I could change my mind when I'm uploading this, but I did a vlog, and I talked about why I always troll the term fun. I mean, I'm gonna stop, because I'm just gonna retire it, because it's just, I saw like the debates happening on Twitter as well as on YouTube, and I'm just kind of going, okay, fun has turned into a bad word, because I'm just trolling the reviewers. I always troll the reviewers, because every time an MCU movie comes out, it's just like fun. That's all they could use. It's like, hey, come on, just type it in. Fun synonyms. Use a different word. That's what I'm mainly doing, is just that. I don't mind fun movies. I like a little bit of a mixed bag, but I also like a little bit of a mixed bag when it comes to words. That's why I really troll that. But I think I'm going to stop, because people are accusing me of just not wanting fun movies and blah, blah, blah. I think it's just all been lost. Now it's turned into a bad word. So I'm just going to stop. I'm going to stop trolling with fun, and I'm going to start trolling with the word mixed, because I kept seeing mixed today. There's some sites out there. I mean, you had one particular site, he changed it though a couple of times. People kept calling it out, because there wasn't really mixed reviews when it came to positive and negative. Of course, you have your comic book cast and your Mashables and your whatever. I mean, speaking of Mashable, I mean, the one really bad negative review comes from a guy whose last name is Dick E. No shock there, Dick Splash. But I kept seeing mixed, and it was just like, not really. There's not really a mix going on here, because generally everybody is praising it. Yes, everybody's pretty much saying that it feels rushed, the villain's kind of weak, and it does have its flaws, but everybody's kind of just commending the group. And that's the reason why we're seeing this movie. We have never seen a Justice League movie, and everybody's going crazy for these characters and looking forward to their future movies, the solo movies. So when it comes to all that, it's mainly positive. The only thing I'm worried about is Rotten Tomatoes. I'm worried about Rotten Tomatoes because I'm not sure exactly how the system works. I know some people have said, like, basically when a critic submits their review, I guess they're able to pick whether they want it rotten or fresh, and sometimes, I guess, if they don't do it, Rotten Tomatoes automatically does it, but the critic can go back and say, like, no, I want that positive or I want that negative. But there's been so many times that I've seen, not so many times, but, there's been a few times where I've seen positive reviews and it's got that rotten symbol right next to it, and I've seen rotten reviews with a fresh tomato right next to it. So it's a slippery slope. It's a really slippery slope, and I'm gonna talk more about this in other videos because I'm just kind of getting sick of the percentage, the 50-50 scale that Rotten Tomatoes, in big huge font, they have that percentage right there, and little itty bitty font right underneath is that average rating, which they should be looking at the most. That rating can really determine a lot, because if somebody says, like, oh yeah, the movie I didn't like this, and this, but I love this, and this, and they might, out of 5 stars, out of a 5-star rating, they can give it a certain number. I even like it if there's decimal points, and then you kind of just, you just divide the numbers, you figure stuff out. You figure it out like that. I mean, it would be kind of awesome if they just kind of took the average rating and just kind of times it by 10 or something like that. So then you get a percentage like that. And if you actually do that, you could see that Thor Ragnarok had a huge gap in that percentage that is in that big huge font, and then the average rating. I'm just worried that since a lot of people were saying, like, yeah, it's got its flaws, narrative flaws, villain flaws, that Rotten Tomatoes is going to put that in the rotten category, or they're going to do it themselves. That's what I'm worried about. So we're not out of the woods yet, guys. We're really not. As much as, like, the reactions seem like they're mainly positive. Everybody's praising the heroes, the hero aspect, and their moments in the movie, and the action, the visuals, and stuff like that. I'm just worried that once they actually submit the review, it's going to get placed into a rotten category because there's a few gripes about it, and that's what I'm worried about. So we're not out of the woods yet, guys. Not till Wednesday. It's still going to be a nail biter Wednesday, waking up and everything. I don't know. I guess we'll see what happens. That's what I'm just kind of worried about. Is anything else I wanted to talk about? Yeah, I'm going to talk a little bit more about the Rotten Tomato rating and stuff like that. I mean, I'm not even being biased about it either. It's not like because I'm like wanting Justice League to be just a certified fresh thing. No, this comes from, like, saying that Thor Ragnarok is the best reviewed MCU movie, or Wonder Woman is the best reviewed overall comic book movie. I don't like how they're determining that when they have that average rating, like, right there. It's right there, right underneath that big huge. Yeah, it's ridiculous. That's where I have a problem. That's just where I have a problem. But overall, I'm happy that a lot of people are just praising the film. I mean, there's really, like I said, there was only, like, really one dingleberry that you knew he was going to shit all over it. I mean, he literally in his tweet commented about Henry Cavill's mustache. That just shows you right there that before he saw the movie, he knew he was going to shit all over it. He probably already had that tweet already freaking typed out with his pants off with some Crisco oil, like, right on his computer desk. I'm just saying, I don't know if that's what he uses, but it just seems like he'd be a guy to use that. Anyways, let me know your thoughts about it down below, guys. What do you think about what do you think about the reactions today? Let me know down below. Hit that like, thumbs up button if you'd be so kind. Subscribe to this channel. Subscribe to the other channel too. Follow me on the social media stuff that is currently floating above my head. And of course, I got shirts available. There's a Justice League shirt in there. Get it before next weekend, right? Come together. Let's do it. All right. Talk to you later.